the flat ones.
These are UK only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Right. I hit the live button and Ron pops in right when I do that.
See, I knew. I
just hit the live button. So now I got to do. Okay, everybody.
Did you go?
Rocky's here and he's
I
pissed.
am not a thief.
And I will clarify who Rocky is for everybody that's confused. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Drone Therapy, some show that we're doing. But anyway, so first off, I want to say our thoughts and prayers are going out to everybody in Florida. Please stay safe. We hope you fare through this and everybody gets through with very little damage and
minimal.
No severe injuries and stuff. So please, everybody stay indoors. It's there. Make sure you got enough supplies, but you got to stay inside now and stay safe.
No, okay. Send the drone out. Send the drone out for a high wind test.
That's in Florida.
Wind testing of drones.
What did you say, Ron?
I'm just responding to messages in Florida.
Okay, and so as you can see, yes. Ron is back, and I will give Ron the floor for a moment so that he can tell everyone what's going on and how he's doing, and give everybody a health update. I'm sure you've already done it, but let's do it here too.
Thank you very much, Bill. Doing well. I had surgery last Wednesday. I still have a scratchy throat from the tube going down my throat. On this ear here, I think everything went well. I see the doctor in 3 weeks to follow, but I'm feeling well. I don't have much pain, a little bleeding still, but mostly I can't talk real good because my throat's still kind of messed up. But so that's about it. I'm good. I'm back to flying drones again. I've flown the past couple of days, so things are getting back to normal. So thanks everybody for their concerns and all the people that reached out to me. Thank you very much. Good to be back.
And we're glad to have you back, Ron. So another thing I need to clear up, because Ron watched the trailer and he's like, "Who's Rocky?" So I thought everybody understood. So
well, for my childhood, there's Rocky the Bullwinkle, but then for my teenagers, there's Rocky the famous fighter.
You were right on the first Rocky.
Good trombone piece there.
It's the folklore or legend behind it is that our beloved producer / director is none other than that Rocky from Rocky the Flying Squirrel fame, but we're not letting it out for everybody. So he's retired from the film industry, drawing his pension, and under his gracious, kind nature, he has come in to help us. And anytime that we have a squirrel moment on the show, and trust me, before we went live, we had one hell of a squirrel moment. So
guilty.
So when we have those moments, Rocky is responsible. And as you could tell by this week's trailer, Rocky is pissed. And why is Rocky pissed? Because two idiots, I personally believe one idiot, this past weekend in my beloved Washington State, not only did they fly over the University of Washington Huskies game, but the same idiot, in my personal opinion, turned around on Sunday and flew over the Seahawks game, delaying both games and screwing legitimate rule-following pilots like ourselves. That's bullshit. And I'm tired of hearing people say, Karen this, Karen that, whine this, whine that. The whole point is if we don't start putting our foots down, and that's why Rocky's pissed, if we don't start actually pointing this shit out and doing something, we're all going to be on the ground. Because my governor, give me one more second, Bob, and I'll let you go. Okay. My governor is so, I guess, progressively acting first. Okay, my daughter's slipping in. I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on, baby?
I thought the governor was peeking in on him.
Go on. She was going back to her mom for a second, and she came in here. Anyway, so he's he's a Democrat, and he's very forward thinking. I almost would not be surprised if he doesn't ban us from flying in the state if it happens again. No. It scares the shit out of me. The whole point is everybody here on the panel and everybody in the chat should know that's illegal as hell. There's no excuse. There's no Karen. That's just wrong.
They just have to make they got to catch the guy, make an example. Well, the pilot, he or she, make an example of them and move on, because remote ID is super close, and really that's the whole reason remote ID is super close, because of
and Chuck, if they would have had remote ID already, they would already know who it was and already have them apprehended.
Yeah,
right?
they're behind schedule. It's really a shame. That should have been in place. The days of the wild, wild west are coming to an end, boys and girls.
My question is, did anybody identify the drone? I mean, what kind of drone was it? What was it that did this? And was it the same drone in both situations?
Okay, now see, here's, you can see Silas is mentioning in the chat. He's like, didn't they say that was the athletic department? Okay, during the game on Sunday, they mentioned that the Saturday game they thought was the athletic department. They have since then went back and spoke to the athletic department. The athletic department said, no, it was not our drone. We weren't scheduled to be up. There was nothing like that. So 2 drones, 2 different days. I personally think it's the same drone, same day. There's a picture. Let me see if I can find it of the drone, maybe even a small video of the one at the UW game.
Was it something we recognize?
It looks like it could be a Mavic 2 is what it looks like to me. It's a fairly large foldable drone.
But 2 and 3 are about the same size, but
yeah,
but you
wouldn't
might
it be
able
geo-fenced into the fly safe would have stopped that?
Well, see, if it's one that they've already released, what is it, the SDK for, or whatever?
Yeah,
they crack it. What is it? What's it called? What are they called? There's 2 of them.
Yeah,
2 of the codes that you can. Okay, so Mike is saying he heard Mavic 3. Oh,
yeah.
So somebody jailbreak the Mavic 3 already?
What?
Whoa! What? That would be trippy.
Well, Bill, you know that. Of course, the enterprise drones came out, and I heard that people already had the enterprise software on a regular Mavic. So somebody has I'm not saying it's out there for general public, but some people have access to unlocking the Mavic 3 already.
Because of the enterprise being available.
Yeah, but the enterprise has SDK. Here's the thing: the enterprise has the SDK.
They have their own software. What I'm saying is, some people had that running on regular Mavics, so they would have needed some kind of an unlocking kit to do that.
What? Okay, shame on me for not watching any reviews on the Enterprise Edition, because I, as a hobbyist and whatever, I don't need that. But is there anything internally different from the Mavic 3 to the Mavic 3 Enterprise with the same Hasselblad camera and stuff? There is.
Yes.
Is the GPS better?
About a 56x zoom for one.
Yeah. No, I don't care about that shit. But I mean, like, no, I mean, seriously, like,
it has the accessory port on top, and it has that little light in the back.
Yeah,
so
but
the
is there anything? Is there anything
no internal hard drive
different? Like.
No, it's actually cheaper than the Cine was when it first came out.
Well, the Cine serves an entirely different market altogether anyway.
But that's what a lot of people are saying. Oh, yeah, Mike's got one mechanical shutter. There's your thing, Chuck.
Oh, no, that's I've never got hung up. I've never been hung up on.
That's only on the Enterprise, not on the thermal.
Not on the thermal.
Well, yeah.
So wait, whoa! The 4/3 sensor on the Enterprise.
Thank you, Rocky.
Yeah, right.
We went straight from Rocky being pissed off to SDK over here.
Yeah, we did. 4/3 inch sensor on the Enterprise has a mechanical shutter.
Yes.
And it does not have a hard drive. Is that right?
No, the hard drive was just a really, really bad
I heard
idea.
I heard no mention of the hard drive, and I did not check that in spec. I've heard no mention of a hard drive
design,
one way or the other.
The Cine design, had DJI asked me up front, I would have been like, okay, make sure that's removable. And because there's no reason that's just an M.2 drive in there, basically. There's no reason that couldn't be like quick exchange, like a battery. Slide it in, snap it in, slide it out, and change them in the field. That's what National Geographic guys need. They could have a whole pile of those in their backpack. So
yeah, with
that's
know,
going to change next time. I'll bet you
2-3 terabytes on each one. You know.
Yeah, and that's what they did wrong. Shame on you, DJI. You didn't ask me again. You should have asked me.
Do they have your phone number, Chuck? You know.
You should.
All right, let's go. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna roll through.
I'm just. That was like one of the first things that popped into my mind is like, why isn't that drive removable?
We have to do this since Ron's here.
So
We have to do this since Ron's here. I'm going to go all the way back to the very top. We got Jones Drone Shots, Jody, Steven Drones, Akira Show, Northside Hog, Dom's in the house, Flying Flynn Media. Let's see, keep going. Leonard Oglesby, Artco Drone Solutions, Silas Seeger, Covaction, No England Dronalist. Keep going. 107 Drones. Chuck Galuski. If you didn't get to see Chuck, he was on with Johnny Drone Flyer and Ray earlier today. So jump over there and check him out. And he had the Mendez. Was it the Mendez brothers or just one Mendez? It looked like there were both of them there. So get over there and check that out.
I have to watch the
Drone Views Media. Alan in the house. Glad to have you here. Keep going. 4 States Aerial Photography. Glad to have you in the house. Susan Lee. Glad to have you here. Susan, right when you said that, I said Susan Lee. Ron's he's scrolling along with me in the chat, so we're about the same place. Ray Kelly, good to see you, sir. Glad to have you in the house.
Captain Ray.
Old Fars with Drones. Bob's doing 2-time duty. Woo! So quadcopters in tech. Glad to have you here. Night Train. Night Train's already given us some interesting input, telling us about the Mavic 3 that could have possibly been flying over the stadium. See how I brought it back in Washington.
Did you get Eric Kimbrell?
You just did. Eric Kimbrell, glad to have you in the house too. Eric actually planted a tree for me for my birthday. It was really cool. That was actually awesome. Mark R. White, glad to have you here.
Maddie just popped in.
Maddie, glad to have you because I can't see. I've not scrolled down that fast.
Michael, if Fly Zone's in, maybe
I was chatting with Maddie a while ago.
AZ Drone Dude.
I'm sorry if you did. I was sleeping at the wheel.
Uncle Bill's Toys. Y'all can say them out too. Let's start like overriding each other. So I saw Uncle Bill, Maddie's Drone World. I can see him still scrolling. Uncle Bill's Toys. I know because other people are greeting him and I'm too slow. Where am I getting at? Am I about caught up? I think I got them all, haven't I? I'm getting close.
Them all for once.
Jim's droning.
Oh, we got Jim.
I got him already.
I got
Phil needs a nap. We'll pick
we
Phil up
have
in
smarter
about.
people than usual in the house tonight because of the circumstances down there.
Okay, so the code death. Okay, go get them. All right, so here we go. We're back to it now. Here's the deal. I'm still searching for it, but we all know that that's just totally here. I'm going to give you this one while I try to actually find.
Do you have a video of it?
We'll do this first.
Is there a news clip of this bonehead in action?
I'm trying to find that, but first off, I'll give you the article that's got the. It's just because that's why I think it's going to end up smacking us in the damn face because two things happened here in Washington State. Let's see if we got something here.
You're absolutely right. First time I've ever seen play stop because of a rogue drone.
Rogue drone.
Production. It's a first for everything.
What does that look like? What does it look like?
Being
That's
very.
like the Mavic 3.
I think it's a Mavic 3.
It is that darker gray.
It's that darker gray, right, Bill?
It is hovering right over
it's the way the LEDs are
night,
blinking
I
on the
mean-
nose of it. The LEDs blink on the Mavic 3 like that. I don't remember them doing that on the 2.
Wow.
Yeah,
And-
it's not a mini. It has lights on all 4.
It's a
It
Mavic
wasn't
2
an
or Mavic
Altel.
3. Yeah, boneheads. You're right.
Well,
That's
see,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's the crap that's going to ruin it for all of us. And
Yeah, we're all in agreement that that's just. But the thing about it
politicians don't think rationally. They're just going to be reactive instead of like
Knee-jerk-
catching the guy and
knee-jerk
making him an
reaction to it,
example.
yep.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
the drone take off on each of these flyovers and land someplace? The police didn't get it. Nobody got it?
Is that Ron's drone? Ron, was that you? Somebody's asking in the chat. Was that Ron?
You don't understand. It was so funny because during the Seahawks game, I was having people tag me my friends that are in the city. My son was at the game. So he's like,
Dad, Bring that thing down.
Did you do anything? And I was like, hell no. He even called us here at the house. He's like, I'm just making sure he's there.
And the response
you
to
can
that,
verify it. I was here.
I was on bed rest on Sun this last weekend, so it couldn't have been me.
No.
I don't have big enough batteries in my Mavic 3 to get that far from New York.
Well, the thing about it is there's a couple of channels. One in particular, the local drone community here in Seattle has over the last couple of years become very, very, very tighter. So they've already gone out on their own investigating, and they're pretty sure they have narrowed it down to one channel. And so we'll just see where it goes from there. But I'm not at liberty to say what channel, but that's what they say.
Does he have other things like that on that channel?
Well, I will. Here's a clue. Here's a clue. He chases hookers by drone in Seattle.
Well,
that was a pretty damn
big
clue
because
I don't think
jail
there's any
time
other,
with them soon.
I don't think there's any other channels that do that.
Huh?
No, we'll just have to wait and see. But whoever,
maybe I could do here in Las Vegas. It would be. Sounds like fun.
You could.
How could you fly over the football game though?
Now, Bob, you have flown near the stadium, though, correct?
What's that?
An
you
empty
have flown near
Coliseum.
the Raiders Stadium, though, correct?
Oh yeah, yes, I have. I've got I got permission to fly there, but
there was no game happening at the time, right?
No, and the stadium has a roof.
Here's the wait. I got one for you. Here we go. Y'all brought this up earlier. Here's this. What if he just, as the minute he knows he's busted because of remote ID, what if he just takes it and tosses it in a garbage bin and somebody else comes and picks it up? I was mugged at gunpoint. I don't have my drone anymore. Somebody else flew my drone.
But don't you have an internet connection through one of your other devices, and that kind of a requirement, or is that?
The whole point is if you're stuck, if they go stick you up, take your drone. I think they go take the phone too, man. I don't think they go. Here, call 911.
Oh no! I meant no. I'm sorry. No, I was just thinking there are cases where you might be using your RC Pro or smart controller and have your phone as a hotspot.
Like I said, I don't think they're going to leave you with anything. It's like they're going to
clean you out. They're going to clean you out.
Yeah, they're going to go say, "Hey, we'll leave you with your phone. Wait for me to get 30 feet away and call 911."
No, you're going to get clocked over the head or shot or stabbed or something. Take all your stuff and be gone.
That's pretty much what you
hashtag hooker drone cam.
That's pretty much what it is, man.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Did you hear about Alice the electric jet? Well, it's residuals from last week. But no, it's
Bob.
just
Hey, Bob Casey.
Yay.
What am I saying?
We do need to get together and do some bearded droning here by Bob's.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Bobs and a bunch of Bills. There's so many Bills that we could call it like the Bill Variety Hour.
Got a couple of Chucks. I'm sorry I missed Chaz 1 in the Flying for Fun show.
Oh yeah.
I was up here editing and I totally forgot about it.
I watched a little bit while I ate lunch.
Lori was watching it though on the TV downstairs.
Very cool.
Lori had us covered. She got the view time for Johnny, so he's covered.
Yeah, that's a good point. There is.
But Bill, can I ask a follow-up question on the drone incident? Has the video from the drone been posted anywhere on social media that we know of?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute. Let's just do a search. Let me just see. Drone. Yeah, I'm gonna do drone at Seattle football game. But yeah, I was cool because I didn't know that link that I brought up was actually going to have footage of the drone. But to me, for a second, it looked like an Air 2S. That was just
too big. I think it's too big to be an Air 2S. The Air 2S.
I think that was the way they had zoomed it on their fucking phone when they videoed it.
Oh, because the Air 2S is substantially shorter than the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 2, which is a good thing because that drone's way more portable.
I'm just trying to think of a way they could have jailbreaked it to go through that no-fly zone. I'm thinking, to me, it looked a little bit lighter than the dark gray, you know, because it's damn near a black. It's so
I don't know,
dark.
with the lighting. I don't know, man. With the lighting, it's really hard to tell.
Let's
I mean, I
see.
don't have.
Drone.
I don't know.
Footage.
My Mavic 2's behind me. The Mavic 3's
Washington.
not.
Yeah, and you know, just
it
in a
is.
couple seconds you played, Bill, it looked more to me like a Mavic 3 in the Air 2S, but that's just pure opinion on my part.
Oh, somebody can freeze that frame and zoom in on that. I mean, we should, you know, that should be able to identify there.
All right,
I'm
hold on.
trying to. It's everything's
Hold on.
pretty much the
Do
same.
you guys really think you could tell the difference of these two colors in that light?
From that far away.
Mavic
No.
2 or Mavic 3 and Mavic 2? No way.
No.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. The SDK.
Now the
We're
giveaway-
all be bad witnesses for the police. Well,
Here's the
it could have
thing.
been this, could have been that.
I will here. I'll do it in just a second, Mike.
But Bill, your one shot, you could see the bottom
Hang
of the
on.
fuselage. You could see the
Here we go.
bottom. You could see the
I got
bottom.
another one. I got
They're
another
way
one.
They're
different.
different.
It
right?
looks like
I mean,
the
if you
same.
get-
looks like they're all the same footage from a cell phone. Let's see.
I'm just saying, you had a
Yeah.
shot
Had
of
to
the
be-
bottom. If you could see the sensors on the bottom, you could tell like there's Mavic 3.
There had to
Mavic
be
2, right? So I mean,
200 cell phones taking pictures of it.
Wonder how much I'm going to get. They're going to say you shared all this footage from another. I'm not going to put the audio on.
I got to pull up some dronage here. Get drones flying everywhere.
Okay, we got that. We got full screen. All right, we're going to play.
At least
No
the Huskies were
audio.
winning, Bill.
Huh?
At least the Huskies were winning the game handily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unlike the Seahawks.
I thought Stanford was like one of the top
Right.
teams here.
All right,
this
here we go.
year.
Here we go. I'm going to zip it up. Here we go. Here's where the footage is.
Oh, there's the lights.
Yeah, Maddie, the LED pattern gives it away. So, I missed. I was looking down. Yeah.
But it looks like cell phone footage.
They don't come back to it.
I don't know. We'll see.
It wasn't in
yeah, it
bypass.
comes back-
If it's a
comes back to
Mavic
it.
3, it wasn't in bypass because it wasn't flying like a drunken mosquito when he tossed it around.
Now look.
There we go.
Oh.
That almost looks like a
A small, like a 1-inch sensor. Did you not see the chrome around
an
the
Air
camera
2?
frame?
Yeah, I think it's a Mavic 2.
an Air 2, an Air 2S.
Mavic
Hang on, let's
2.
go back again. Let me go back. Let's go back to before where that footage was.
I love when the ref. Yeah.
It might be an Air 2. You might be right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's see. Do we do it again? Let's see.
An Air 2S.
Get the
is-
government's
Wait,
freaking
here we go.
enhancement.
We're gonna, it's flying more. I got this darker view coming up.
You got to
Oh,
get the
whoa, whoa,
government.
whoa, whoa.
2S.
Look at the sensor. That is a 3. Look at the sensor set up on the ass.
Wait, bring it back.
When it kicks up to take off. Look at the sensor set up on the ass.
They're not top, bottom. They're left, right.
Look.
I see it.
And look at that big. Oh, no. Look at
No,
the
that's-
gimbal apparatus. That's just an Air 2, isn't it? See, because that's. Can you see my cursor? That's all the same color.
Yeah.
And a Mavic 3 is black.
It'd be the Mavic 3 is black, and then the Mavic 2 Pro is
chrome.
silverish, grayish. You know,
Yeah.
with a lot of scratches in it
and
from
it-
the gimbal guard.
And then the Air 2S is the
Real
one
gray
inch
too, real
chrome
gray.
is that.
Can you
chrome
do a
that's listed.
screen capture of that, Bill?
Get the government's enhancement software
And
out
then
already.
blow that up?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like Chuck's saying.
They can enhance that stuff. They can get right in there but regardless, you figure out, okay, say it's an Air 2,
It
right?
looks almost the pilot doesn't know how to fly it. It's like is it confused? It's going in and out of like ADDI mode or something, because you see how it's like it'll go 10 feet and it'll stop. You know how like when the sensors are overactive, it'll pop up ever so often. And
Well,
I think the
I'd
pilot
be
is
pissing in my pants.
extremely right. He's the guy is filling his shorts as he's flying the thing.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna get at it. Let me see. Let's see where we go.
Why would anybody do that? I mean, like, it's wrong. It's
Let's
not
see where
like
we're
it,
going.
even
Going,
the least knowledgeable drone pilot knows that's wrong.
All right, we got it's fading out up here, I think. Let's see.
Bill, check your messages. Nemo sent you something.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
Where's it at? It's supposed to. Oh, right, it's right back here.
Maybe Nemo's got.
Yeah, see it left. Look at it. It's leaving. You can see it leaving the stadium. And he's hauling ass. He's got sport mode now. He is hauling ass.
Because he's probably low on battery. He's blinking red. He was blinking red. He's low on battery.
There needs to be a squad car following him right
So
there.
He was close
know?
by. He was within. Okay, with it blinking red like that, he had to be fairly close.
Yeah, because his low battery. He was probably in the parking lot.
Wow.
Which means they have cameras in the parking lot, don't they?
That's so true.
Usually.
They should.
Okay.
Of course,
Well,
maybe he was part of the put a piece of black tape over the camera.
Okay, Gary got the picture. It's still rough, but it's looking more and more. Let me bring. Can y'all see that?
That's a
I want
nice.
to see what play
That's crisp
Stanford runs
footage.
here.
We're watching watching the
this.
game still. Here.
Yeah, well, I want to see. I want to see what play Stanford ran.
Yeah, really.
Where did I put that? Oh shit, he put it over here, and I didn't.
Now, wasn't Stanford one of the top teams last year?
Possibly. I don't know. Okay, here's
I'd ask you to who, but I don't want to talk it on the air.
What the hell is it? Huh, crazy.
Hope not, Blizzard.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay. Share. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
There we go.
But I swear, okay, let me find an Air 2 in flight.
Can you get the underside of an Air 2?
Yeah, I don't have an Air 2 anymore.
I don't own an Air. I never owned an Air 2 or an Air 2S. I skipped those entirely.
Oh, you would love the Air 2S.
Well,
No, I don't need it.
The Air 3 will be coming soon, anyways.
Somebody tried to talk me into buying.
No,
an Air 2S,
okay.
and I resisted.
That's the Air 2S.
Oh, here we got an Air 2.
That's an Air 2S.
Oh, that's yes.
But it says 2, but it looks to me like that's the one. No, that's not. That's. Huh. Let's see. No, it's black. It's not gray. But it would be kind of hard to see. Let's see.
If you had, let's see.
Does look
There's
like
definitely contrast there, Bill.
2 sensors on there.
But maybe in the light, look in the right light, it might look the same color. But I don't see 2 sensors up. I don't see the 2 LEDs up close to the camera.
Oh,
Can you open it in Photoshop and change the pixel?
I don't have Photoshop, so no.
I found, I had to just recently improve.
I just can't tell. I'm not that
about
good. I can't
1,000 pictures.
Dre's saying it was a Mavic 3. Okay, here's my question: how the hell did they jailbreak in the Mavic 3 when there's not even an SDK for Mavic 3?
How does Dre know it's a Mavic 3?
There's not a public one out there, Bill, but there may be an internal one that some people have their hands on.
No, they're saying when it was designed originally, it did not have an SDK. Didn't you read that article? It was talking about it just did not have one because they were talking about people when they were going to release it and all this, and they just said no, it does not have an SDK because people even posted how they had asked DJI. Wait a minute.
If they're selling it to police departments and fire departments, they certainly have to be able to break all kinds of restriction, the FlySafe database thing.
I'm just telling you what it said in the articles that that it didn't have an SDK. So there might be some other.
I mean, I don't know what article is right or what is wrong, but I just read something just in the past 24 hours. It said that its SDK will probably be available with in about a month or so.
That was, I think, some. Okay, you go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's right, what's wrong, or whatever. We will see. So,
yeah,
Bill's trying to zoom in a little bit tighter here, so we're still confused, folks.
That was Nemo.
Air 2 or Mavic 3.
It's just gonna be tough to do.
Yeah.
That's all. It's tough.
But then you could go back, Bill, to the. I know we're doing the work for the police department there, but I mean, you can go back to this guy that's videoing the hookers of Seattle, and see what he's using, and see if this matches here.
I have no earthly. Wait a minute. When
Detective Bob.
okay, so that's even stranger.
Yeah.
So it was a first responder drone.
Maybe. Hey, you can have a bizarro cop that has a drone that's.
But they would
broken
know
and-
then,
Who
wouldn't
knows?
they?
Would an officer turn in a fellow officer?
No, I mean the whole point is
No.
when there's a drone missing from the precinct.
There's a
it's not like
code.
it's not like there's 60. Well, think about it. Even in Seattle, they'd probably have like maybe 2-3 drones at the most. So if one is clocked out
Oh no!
during these times, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb.
No, I know Las Vegas has about 30.
Really?
The Metro Police Department here in Las Vegas, there's more than 30.
But how do they
Right.
keep up with them? Are they immaculate with the way they keep up with them, or are they just throw
Oh,
them in
it's a
bin?
whole division now. There's a drone division.
So exactly.
have
So it's
special
not like some
permissions and
rogue cop
everything.
could easily check out a drone and go fly over to football games with no one in the drone division knowing about it.
Yeah.
That's I was like one or the other.
Yeah, I've communicated with the guy here because he's doing periodically, he's doing drone education at like city parks.
Oh,
And the guy that's in charge of the drone division for Metro. So, and I just got to do a job for Metro. There's one of my first real 107 jobs is I flew for the Metropolitan Police Department Foundation. So,
here's the Mavic 3 SDK.
Okay, here we go. DJI Mavic 3 has not yet had an software development kit made available and does not have any plans releases for the SDK. This has caused many customers to put off buying DJI's latest flagship. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, and so that and then when they actually, if there's a couple of them in the forums, if you go look in like the DJI forums where people have asked DJI directly and they're just like, no, the reason that we're not intending to release it is there is no SDK. It's built on a completely different platform, which makes one wonder, could it be because of the different software configuration that caused the Mavic 3 to have GPS issues? And it took them that long to figure it out and then they realized, oh shit, we can't do this. We're going to have to switch back to the old way. Hence the Enterprise having the SDK upon release. But I think, don't the Enterprise models always have the SDK upon release? Dre, are you still here?
Dre would
think he
know.
would-
I certainly
Dre would
don't
know.
Of course, the new Mavic 3 Enterprise drones have their own software. They don't have to rely on the Fly app, and I mean they don't need an SDK.
Pilot 2 has been around a little while.
Their software is already built exclusively for Enterprise with all the Enterprise features built in that app.
Pilot 2. It's been around about
I
what,
don't
3
know.
years now,
Yeah.
4 years now,
At least,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and everybody that says that Pilot 2 is kind of like the upgraded version of Go 4.
That's what
which is kind of crappy, man, that they didn't give it to us.
Yeah, but from DJI standpoint, what that does
the
is
Mavic
making people use their software keeps them off the third-party apps that do mapping and so on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's what Dre did. That I think they released the SDK. I think all the DJI Enterprise. Yeah, everybody can see my
In-house
gadget.
pilot app. Yeah.
I know he meant to type SDK and it came out as SD card because he probably has a Google.
spell
He
check
probably has a
goes
Pixel
crazy.
6. He probably has a Pixel 6 Pro like me that can't understand a word I say.
Yes, here are built.
Yes. Dre said most the Enterprise drones are built to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about if you wanted to buy the thermal camera? If you were crazy enough, just buy the thermal camera and bolt it onto your Mavic 3. I mean, has anybody done that? Yeah.
I don't think it.
I
It
don't
would be
think it's
not.
been
I
around
was
long
really
enough to
hoping they
do that.
would.
Yeah,
It might
I
not
don't think
recognize
you
it.
have to get on a waiting list for the drone. So unless you're an influencer that got it early,
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
have
no,
it yet.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. They announced it yesterday. Was that it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could only pre-order or whatever. It wasn't even actually.
wow,
like,
they're doing that a lot
Okay,
again,
we'll just
aren't
go.
they?
We'll go look. I'm
They're
sure they
doing that
won't
a lot
mind if we do
again.
some free advertising for them. Ooh, that splash page is pretty. I gotta admit. Here we go. Let me give you the free tour, folks.
The
Yes.
splash.
Too
page.
much for me. But they are pretty.
Your Mavic 3 looks just as good, Bill.
Oh yeah, it does, but it doesn't say Enterprise on it. And being a Star Trek fan, it would be phenomenal to have Enterprise.
It
on
should
my
say
Mavic 3.
USS Enterprise, right? You know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We could. Oh God, Bob, look at that. We could deck it out like a dreadnought.
I want the Captain Kirk
Doesn't it look like
edition.
the dreadnought, the new dreadnought? That could be the new Anyway, so, all right. So learn more. The DJ Enterprise.
I imagine it
series.
has heated batteries and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's all cookie. It's got the
And then it has the mounting
RTK,
kit, so you can put all the little gizmos on it, the
speaker,
speakers,
and
and the
Let me say it one
lights.
more time, people. A mechanical shutter.
That is nice.
Yes,
That
A
is nice.
56X. Okay, a 56X
I
hybrid.
think that's
zoom.
necessary for shooting at night, for police situation or something like that.
Which one has the mechanical shutter? Is it the 4/3 or is
The
it
Enterprise one, yeah, the
Yeah,
Enterprise.
4/3,
No.
not the
But
thermal.
right, the Enterprise. But which camera on the Enterprise has the?
Not the thermal, but
4/3,
the other one.
4/3, the 4/3.
Really?
Yeah, here you go. You got. Or can y'all see this? I'll just scroll down. So we got 4/3 CMOS. We got the 56X hybrid. Okay, now this is for the thermal model, but oh man, here we go. Let's tease everybody. Oh, get the hell off of
There's
here.
subscribe. And there's a module on top.
Mhm.
It looks like a hi-hat.
torpedoes.
Yeah.
Fire!
It's a fancy hat.
It looks like
Yeah.
a safety hat.
Let's do the safety dance.
You could dance if you want to. Friends.
Thank you, Rocky.
Yeah, you're welcome.
In case anybody hasn't figured out, those moments are because of Rocky being here. Ooh, survey with speed. That's not getting me. Improve low light
light performance.
The wide angle
Bigger
camera has
camera.
a 3.3. What does that symbol mean?
That little U thing.
what
Somebody
symbol?
explained it to me once, but I always forget.
It's micrometers. Micrometers.
Okay,
The
but
micron. It's
we need to
one,
explain it to people to understand, like me.
It's negative 1/6 of a meter.
So that is that better than what we normally know?
It's effing small.
Okay, so really, really good. Okay, focus and find. Oh, look at the that's very
that's
good
very
thermal.
thermal.
That's very good thermal. Let's kick that on again.
Yeah, they've upped their game on thermal. It's way better.
Look at that.
Yeah,
man.
I want to see them show
Ooh.
like people. They show people like in a woods or something. Or
Oh, look at this side by side.
You get a split screen to
Oh,
thermal
Oh, so it
and
gives
the,
you- yeah,
Simultaneous split
that's-
screen. Oh, that's good.
pretty slick.
Yeah, you can zoom into the hotspot and see what's there.
That looks like
Yeah,
just
and
a
you can
regular
actually-
RC
look at
Pro.
that.
Is
You
that
can go
that's
into 28X.
Well, it's the Enterprise edition of the RC Pro, Chuck.
so? But I mean, it just has different software. I'm guessing
know
the
what they're
hardware.
gonna
Well,
is
it
the
says
same.
Enterprise on the back, and
You know what they're gonna do?
and Chuck, it has a mic.
How much you'll bet they send this into a volcano?
You had the rub in the mic thing, didn't you? Because they should all have microphones.
It has a mic.
Yeah,
But I still think they're going to
for
send
the
this into
speaker.
a volcano,
So for the speaker, of course.
right? Send it into a volcano.
Yeah,
Yes,
send
that'd
it
be
to
awesome.
a volcano.
Someone should
Yeah.
sacrifice one to the
Sacrifice,
volcano.
it's a sacrifice because it won't stay.
Just make sure you
Well,
get
it'll
your State
come
Farm
back.
insurance, your one and done State Farm insurance, and replace it, and then you're done.
Next generation image
Next generation
transmission with a
transmission.
quad antenna.
I want to know if this thing connects to satellites quicker than the original Mavic 3. I'm curious. Did they do anything to sort that out?
Omnidirectional.
They didn't mention
Yes,
that.
they
Does
actually
anybody
went
in the
with
chat have
more
one?
dependable software.
Did Dre get
Wait,
one?
what?
I think he's going to order one.
I want somebody
He's
to
got
start.
the M30, doesn't he? Why would he want this?
Have Billy do a video and start the two up side by side and see which one locks satellites faster.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
The loudspeaker, look at it. Looks really, really cool.
It looks really loud.
Attention.
This is a drone. Do not attempt to find my location. I will zap you.
Look at the splash screen there with the camera view. That's fancy.
Yeah.
Looks
Hey, does
more
anyone
efficient.
while you have the RC Pro on the screen, this is a squirrel moment, so thanks, Rocky. Does anybody make a guard that lets you leave the sticks on it and snaps over the top like they have for the DJI RC? Because I bought one for DJI RC. I want one for RC Pro because I want to leave the sticks on it when it's in the bag, and you can't unless you protect them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I
Not
love
that I
my
know
hard
of yet, but
showcase.
I haven't looked.
Yeah,
my
I haven't
hard
seen
showcase.
one. I've looked. I haven't seen one. Just curious. If
I
saw one.
found a 3D print file for one for the DJI RC that I could not find the printed version of it to purchase.
Open
Yeah,
software,
well, I have-
ecosystem.
So let me tell you what I did is I
Told you
posted
from the
it-
get go. It was
I
released when
posted the
it came out today.
3D.
The
I
SDK
posted
was
the
with it.
3D file photograph on the Mavic 3 Mini group.
Oh, okay. Here
And
you go.
within hours, I had video back of somebody printing it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then 2 of them arrived in the mail here yesterday.
So quadcopters, does it just cover up the sticks up top? Because that's really all it needs to do.
Do you see
but,
this? You all were asking if Dre got one or not. He's on.
Yeah.
He's reserved to get the Enterprise. And, then
And
it
Bill,
says down
go
here-
down through 2 word comments. He tells you why he's buying it.
Does
Mhm.
Quadcopters in Tech have a store, like an online store that you can share a linky to or anything?
I don't know.
I kind of want one because when I go to Europe, I'm not bringing the DJI
Yes,
RC.
that's what he
It's-
bought.
it's-
That's what he said. He was on the list, reserve list for the Enterprise. Yeah, he's got. I said he's got the M30, man. I was like, please, can we come to your house for a play day? He's like, hell no, you got to work.
I think he put a link.
Okay,
in
I'll
for you,
work.
Chuck.
There you go, Chuck.
Nice.
He got a link in the
Okay.
chat.
Yeah. I'm going.
But see, I
Quadcopter
was
says he
pretty
makes
sure.
them.
Go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm just reading the chat here. You may have already saw that, Chuck. Quadcopters and Tech says he makes them for the RC Pro.
Is it Velcro on or
Really?
something? Looks like a Velcro's on.
Well, I got a friend of mine here that works professionally, and he thinks that the Evo Enterprise models outdo the DJI Enterprise models. I personally have not
Really?
looked at both models, so I can't justifiably say one way or the other. Let me go ahead and kill this share. So I can't really say one way or the other. I don't know for a fact, but that's what he says. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's not what I envisioned. It'll do it. It'll work. What I have for the... Sorry, I'm squirreling again.
Rocky the squirrel, Rocky the squirrel, Rocky the squirrel. Oh, wait a minute. I got another one. Hang on.
I was envisioning this thing. This is from PGY Tech.
Oh,
for
yeah,
This is the
yeah.
DJI RC.
Yeah.
Which, okay,
And
so
it
here
just
we go.
snaps on, and it's really sweet.
But you can't use the love handles on that.
Oh, wow. This is okay.
Well, lucky for me.
This
I
is
don't care about
almost,
those,
this is,
but,
look at this. Look at this. You ready?
Oh, let's
This
hear
is,
it.
here we go.
Let's
Somebody
go.
did this. Somebody took a picture. Okay, remember we saw it from the underside.
Yeah.
This is the underside here of an Air 2.
Oh, so what was it? Because that looks like a Mavic 3 underside. Wait, that's Mavic 3.
That's not a Mavic 3, is it? Is it? Is that a Mavic 3 you sent?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Here, look.
That's
Here's
an
the
Air
bottom.
2.
I'm sorry. It's Mavic 2. Hold on. I even know my own drones. Hold on.
That's not a 2, is it?
Here.
Let's see the bottom. Over here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mavic
Yep,
3. That's
that's
Mavic
it.
3. The dark camera up top is the giveaway. See?
Okay, so it's a 2. That's a Mavic 2 Pro.
3. This
Oh,
is
it's a 3.
This is your 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
great.
So how did they jailbreak a 3?
I don't know, but they did.
Unless, like he was...
Now, Bill, are you positive that stadium was geofenced?
Do what now?
Are you positive there was a geofence around the stadium?
Yes, both
Okay.
events.
Okay. Okay.
I've
clarify.
flown,
Yeah, 10-4 on the
Ron,
left-hand
I
side.
have recently flown by a couple stadiums, and just getting close to the stadium, you get a warning that there's a stadium, within so many feet of you.
Hmm.
I've seen the warning.
But you've not tested the waters, have you?
Mm.
kind of poke at us if you
No, I got up to the build side of the building. I did not fly over it, but there was no. It was,
Boy.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Wait. Didn't somebody have a birthday not too long ago?
A few people have had birthdays.
Everybody, every day, somebody has.
No,
I can't keep up with them. I can't keep up with everybody.
Yeah, the 10 birthdays every day in the drone.
Well, I thought Lloyd had a birthday here recently.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Hello, Angel. Yeah, Lloyd's birthday was just yesterday, I think, Bill.
Angel was just talking to the FAA about flying over the Seattle and University of Washington football game.
That was not me. That
Well,
was not
he
me.
was probably asking how he could do it under better terms, like another time.
That was not me.
Oh, let me say this first to Angel. Angel, I am a certified official minister. I'm ordained and certified in Nevada. I'd be happy to marry you.
Oh, so you get to go to
Las
Nevada to get
Vegas.
married.
And I can do the ceremony.
Right. I mean, that was a good video.
Yes.
If they fly to Vegas, Bob, it'll make it even easier for you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know.
I'm only official in Nevada.
Okay.
But
just to let everybody know, Angel got engaged this past weekend. So
Yay.
Hey, congrats.
So after the wedding ring comes the suffering, but that's okay.
Oh, I should
Sorry,
put that
Lloyd,
in
just
my
kidding.
script, huh? Okay.
Yeah, add that to the routine.
just remember now,
Make
you're in the pre-marriage stages. Don't ever use the word prenup until after the wedding.
and enjoy the honeymoon period because it doesn't last long enough.
Yes.
Make
Wait a
good
minute,
use
wait
of the honeymoon period,
It's
which
a little
is
different because I think
living with her.
both of us have already been married, so it's kind of
It's always better the second time.
it's nice. And on top of that, I think the important thing is that my children love and adore her, so that's a win. And so looking forward to it. And we were in a very picturesque place, and I was like, hey, she was thinking it was going to happen at a different place, and there was just way too many people around. So, and it was funny. I really was going to send up a drone out to get a shot or to shoot a video, but you couldn't fly there. So it's okay.
The expression on her face was priceless. I have to tell you.
Yeah, the fact that it was a national park doesn't.
Yeah, we were like right on the. If I backed up maybe 40 yards, I would have been in the free zone.
No way.
But I wouldn't have had the lake view, and I wouldn't have had the mountain view.
Well, so you're saying you could have took off 40 feet away and then. Here, what's the deal? If it's a national park, right? Like you're saying, what he was saying, is it a state park or a national park? I don't know.
It's a national park.
That's what I thought it was a national park. So anyway, if you're 40 feet out of sight of a national park and you can legally take off, could you fly over said national park, or is that an absolute no-no?
Now I'm gonna wonder about that, because one time I took off I tried to take off when there was a TFR around a stadium, and I was at
Lloyd.
what is that, 3 miles for a TFR for the sports stadiums, right? Isn't that what the rules are?
Not me.
I was like at 2.97 miles away from the stadium, and I had to wait for the text message to come back to allow me to fly, and it wasn't working. If you flew outside the park and flew in, I'm sure it's going to give you a bunch of warnings saying you can't go in, but I don't know. Somebody else can contribute to the chat and let us know what they think.
Now I'm nervous because I should know the answer to this question. But if you can take off and land outside the park boundaries, but I thought you could fly over the park, but God forbid your drone lands in the park.
In the park.
Then you are in big trouble.
Mm.
So if you crash or you land or whatever, you touch down in the park, I'm pretty sure that's the dealio.
Okay.
There was a guy that flew I called him out on it. I felt like drone police, but I had to know because Garden of the Gods in Colorado. I wanted to fly there and I couldn't because I actually called up and asked for permission a month before I was going to be there, and they were like, the park police were like, no, you can't. Can I get any written permissions or anything? Nope, no, you can't. So then this later, fast forward, this dude flies it and puts it on YouTube and everything. I'm like, how the hell did you fly there, man? And he's like, because I couldn't. I mean, I tried. I got permission. I wanted to get permission and stuff. They told me no. Oh, it was on Facebook and stuff. And the guy's right. Well, I took off and landed from outside the park, and I'm thinking, that's pretty damn far away from the actual, like, how's that safe? But anyway, I was like, that's cool. Good footage. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like I will tell you that one time I was flying in a where I work. Sometimes there's the DJI Maps has I guess the waters around Washington have a military zone around it. So
yeah,
my drone flew up to the boundary and stopped. It would.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Sometimes like you go to launch your drone, it says you're within a certain distance of a warning area and your drone may not return the home or whatever.
Yeah.
So Angel, what happens if you're flying towards that invisible boundary? Does DJI stop your drone before it crosses it, or does your drone sneak past and then it won't come back or something? Or it just
I tell you
then what?
I made I went online.
Return to home.
I went online. No.
I guess I'll have to read the manual on that one.
And I put the circle out, and my circle was not large enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So the only area I could go, I had to get thorns in my ass to try to grab the drone because I was short by about 5 feet away. Like I drew a circle out there on how you do the
when you go to get your Lance permission and stuff.
Yeah, I got
to draw your
so I drew the circle and I was like, oh, we're good. And I was short by 5 feet. And unfortunately, I had to keep pushing the stick forward and it wasn't moving. I had to move sideways. And then I finally got it to an area where I could grab it. I had to jump into some brush and, I'm fine I'm fine to get it, but it sucked because I was like, if my battery ran out, I would have been screwed.
Yeah, that's the thing I always worry about too. So I don't like to chance it, and that's one of the bummers about the DJI stuff because well, we could blame Rocky and talk about rules. Do any of you guys kind of question why there's any restriction at all up to a tree line? Why you can't fly at least say 50 to maybe 100 feet above ground level, regardless? Because I mean, there's shit down there. You're never going to find an aircraft down there anyway. Doesn't that seem weird?
I've had police helicopters over my house under 100 feet.
Well, okay.
They don't have any. They can
you
fly
had to spoil it for me and mention the stupid H word, didn't you?
Yeah, they can fly whatever height they want to, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually that's true.
Sucks,
they weren't after me, fortunately, but
I've witnessed exactly what you've said. You just I don't like to think about that, but no, that's true. Because in our neighborhood, it seems like every time Lori and I go over we want to fly a Vada or the Mavic or something over at the schoolyard and just kind of practice. There's always a freaking sheriff's helicopter up, and I'm like, "Damn you!" And it's like,
what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, as you can see, I've done stupid shit dealing with neighbors and stuff. So what happened to Chris's drone?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I haven't seen the video yet. Has anybody in the panel seen it?
What happened?
I'll tell what I know. He was doing his usual Sunday
morning sunrise
flight, and he thought he saw a bird or something fly in front of it, and then all of a sudden, it just fell right in the water.
Oh man, the new one.
I think it was the Phantom
V2,
Pro,
the V2 version 2. Oh man!
But I heard he was able to recover it, Bill.
Yes, he says here it's on its way to California.
Wow, Charles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably going to the Cerritos, California.
Wow.
And Eric said he got a prop knocked off by the bird.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris, what I would do is just go ahead and upgrade to the Mavic 3 Enterprise. Got a mechanical shutter, 56x hybrid zoom.
But Bill, let me stop you. It's got nothing to do with all that. With that Phantom 4, he can live stream.
Something tells me that you can
It's got
probably
the
live
Gopher.
stream.
It still uses the Gopher app with the easy YouTube streaming button.
Didn't Dre stream with his stuff?
But they do it with the easy button.
Gotta have an easy button. Yeah.
Easy
The
button.
easy
wants-
button,
nobody
yeah.
wants
The
to do
Staples
that.
easy button.
There's many tutorials on how to live stream with these new drones, these newer drones, but it's so convoluted. I would never go to the trouble to live stream all that, unless I was making money doing it.
Do you guys live stream? I think Ron does.
I've had somebody ask me to live stream indoors in a meeting this weekend. I told them absolutely not.
I've never.
You meant live stream with a drone, right?
Yeah, I've never live streamed with my.
I have it in the past, but I haven't in a long time.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, the thing about it is it would overheat. Why would you? I mean,
Well, I haven't live streamed since they took the easy button away. I'm serious. Since they took that easy button away in the Go4 app, Go Live, I don't do it anymore because it's hard now.
Is there? What's the
Go
reason?
Far need an easy button.
That's right. That's right.
I need one for my wife.
What?
That's
So
right.
you mean so it's like legs go.
She's all mad at me, and I press the give me sex button.
Yep. She assumes the position.
But I have had the drone do
No, it's a mechanical shutter.
The
I
mechanical
flew
shutter.
into a
nice.
zero. I flew in, Chuck, into a zero zone.
Yeah.
There's one a block and a half away from me, and is where zero is. And I flew into it and just tried to keep going. And I got the beep, 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 and went into return to home all by itself.
Wow. So that's not cool depending on what your return to home height is and what's over you and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, that could be messy.
That's
have to
what
give you
happened.
So if you have your return to home set for hover, would it just hover? I mean, will it follow the rules you've set in the app for what the
it
what
happened
I mean?
one
Because
time,
return to home is like either hover.
don't fly over there anymore.
Just don't fly over there anymore. It's probably a better piece. Of
Okay,
advice.
I have to
Yeah.
say something. I have to say something. Just remember, the next argument you have with your wife, and you get upset, and you say, "Where in the hell is your damned easy button?" Do not blame me.
Who blame who? Did you say? Was I supposed to blame somebody?
Bill said.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Bill
Bill
said you have an
told us.
easy
Where the
button.
hell did you get easy button from?
Bill told us, "Are you going to get the easy? You're going to get us all the easy buttons, the red easy button."
You don't need it.
No, that's what we need to make a drone therapy shirt that just says has the easy button in the middle of it.
The easy
Nobody
button.
will have a clue except people who watch
The
this
equivalent
show.
to an easy button is a nice bottle of red wine, man. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that. Fire going, mood music.
Oh, each approach is different for each guy. I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Because my wife being Filipino, a bottle of red wine just don't cut it. She drinks half a glass and passes out.
Well, you got to know that tipping point. You want to get as close. You got to get close to
want
the
her
tipping point
functional,
without
Chuck.
going over.
I want her functional.
There's
Chuck.
it's like off the cliff too. You're doing great.
All right.
You're doing great.
Thank
You're doing
you,
great.
Rocky. Wrong subject. We need to go to another one, Rocky.
Sorry, Rocky.
Woo, Rocky. Okay, back to we still don't know what drone it was. We're still thinking it's a Mavic 3, right?
If it's like
It
the
kind of looked
underside
like
of the picture.
you're
you
talking
found.
about the drones from the weekend games.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looked kind of like a Mavic 3.
Lance, don't you remember Lance was the one that came up with the initial theory that it was the same drone at both games?
Jim Droney's
And I
like
tend to
an
think he's
M3.
right. I tend to think if you're going to be that brazen, that you would, yeah.
I
The
mean,
cool
it kind
thing-
of
the
looks
thing-
like the Mavic 3.
Yeah, but
Bill, was
thing
it the
about-
same stadium or two different stadiums?
Two different
no,
stadiums.
two different
Okay.
stadiums, but not that far from each other.
Okay.
You can still get the thing about it is it's so funny because I was at UW Stadium like 3 weeks ago because my daughter goes to the decode clinic up there, the decode clinic, to get her teeth done. So it's like the students work on her and
He
stuff.
took his easy button and jumped off the cliff. Sorry. Oh, that's good.
But he can wait a minute. You forget what Rocky's previous job was.
Nutcracker.
He was
Flying
the
with
flying
the
squirrel.
moose.
He was a flying squirrel. Yeah, so he just jumped off and flew, man.
That was a nutcracker.
Oh, he zoomed. I remember Rocky flew fast.
Yeah. Now he just
Spread eagle.
He just takes over the show very quickly.
He flew spread eagle too, which is
No doubt about it. We got to get another hat.
Okay, Ron's getting ready to leave in 1 minute, but there's a movie I need to tell him about on Netflix.
1 minute. He's gonna turn into a pumpkin or something, Ron.
No, his voice is hurting, so he's gonna
Hey,
from the surgery.
He's in recovery.
Yeah. You do get some weird anesthesia.
Wait a minute, I gotta say,
it's time for that glass of red wine, Chuck, to soothe the.
I think Scotch might work better if it doesn't work against your medication, though. Scotch gives it nice warm.
I'm just gonna leave the continuous alcohol talk for the birds.
Oh, it's my videos are all nonstop drinking.
Coffee right now. I got to do some work, after.
Okay, so first off, I got to find this. It's an Anna Kendrick film, Ron. It's on Netflix. She's like a doctor in Stowaway is what it's called.
Stowaway.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you now, it's very nerve bending and very and dude, it will twist you in knots, and then it just the way it ends, you're just like. But you can't help but watch it. It's just
Stowaway.
Stowaway with Anna. Hang on,
came out a while ago.
Just like last year.
Feels like forever ago.
Now, Bill, I did get caught up on a few movies. I've seen Elvis now.
Yes.
Elvis is good.
And I saw Jurassic Park.
Oh, Jurassic Park. This was actually better than I thought it would be.
It was predictable but fun to watch.
It was better than I thought it would be.
I thought
the karma at the end was good.
The combined cast worked well together.
Yeah, it was good chemistry.
So I was very happy with that. And I got to tell Ron the movie but see, from time to time, if I find cool movies, I'll tell Ron, and I will tell you my wife. I tried to tell my wife ahead of time. Started watching the Netflix series Dahmer, right? About Jeffrey
Dahmer.
About Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah.
And I tried to explain to her, I was like, baby, I don't think you want to watch that now. And she's like, why? I was like, because he was a really freaky dude, man.
Freaky dude for sure.
I was like, you don't want to watch. And then so when it started getting into those parts, I would watch her and she'd be like, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, And I was like, I tried to tell you, man.
Hey, here's a good story. A couple years ago, Bill told me to watch a film called Kodachrome. So I told my wife about it, and she's like, I don't want to see that, right? So I didn't watch it. So a couple years go by, and all of a sudden she hears about it, and we watch it, and she loved it. Well, I loved it too. But Bill recommended it. It took me a couple of years to get to watch that one, but I really enjoyed it.
All right. And Ron, do you have anything intriguing coming up this week?
No, I'm getting back to flying drones. So I have some videos coming out. I'm doing a little work with the little Altel Nano Plus. So I got some content coming out on that to get some firmware updates and app updates recently. And I think I found a little improvement with them. So I'm doing a little Mavic 3 work to it. I want to actually do a couple of videos on the Mini 2 before I send it off to its next owner.
Its next home?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
stripping it out of all of your identity and
somebody should do a video on. Has anybody done a video on that, on transferring ownership of a drone? Like as far as
Ed Ricker did a long time ago. I think.
Yeah. Same rules apply.
Yeah.
You just basically don't you just purge it from your account and that's it.
And make sure you if you have it registered and all that, make sure you unregister it and all that.
Well, if you're 107, you have to take it off your registry. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, even if you're a hobbyist, you still. I mean, you don't have that individual number, but you still have it sort of. Don't you
got to take it off the profile?
Yeah, you gotta pull it from your.
Yeah. So either way.
Profile.
Yeah.
So, but that is a good idea.
Do you actually? Wait a minute.
When it comes to getting rid of drones, that's not what most people want to know. Most people want to know is where do you sell it at? That's the most requested thing on getting rid of a drone. Where's the good place to sell it?
Honestly, it's word of mouth. You find somebody.
It's coming up Sunday. My super secret birthday.
Nice.
How do you mean it's not easy though? From every time I've done it, all I've had to do was delete it from my account, and
Yeah, delete it.
the
from
guy
your
added it
account.
to his DJI account. And
Wait, I
you all were
remember that.
talking about deleting it from your profile. See, as a
Well,
hobbyist
that's your
pilot, you don't-
FAA profile.
Or you mean your DJI profile?
Well, how do you delete it from?
DJI? And if you have a when you had the FAA number profile, I removed it from there and I gave it to my uncle. That was easy.
Yeah, that's
I've
it.
sold a whole
Yeah.
bunch of drones. I've never had any problems removing them. No drone that I ever sold has anybody contacted me about still having a drone.
Me either.
Oh,
Actually,
see,
me either, Ron. I mean, knock on wood. I just
Yeah, that's kind of it's basically when you remove it from your, you could actually do a factory reset if you want to, but I'm not going to make somebody go through all the bullshit of redoing all that. You don't want to do that.
It's no harder to transfer ownership of your drone than it is your cell phone.
I didn't think
Yeah,
you
it was
really had to
pretty-
do any. That's why I'm asking the dumb questions, because I didn't think you really had to do anything. The minute if you give somebody you sell your drone, and they don't have your phone, and it's just a conventional RC, it's not a smart controller. You could reset the smart controller, but basically, your account's not on there. So when they go to connect the drone, they're gonna have to put like Go 4 for a Mavic 2 on their phone. They're gonna have to
They start from
register to
scratch,
Go
yep.
4. Then they're
Yep.
going to say what the drone is, and then the drone's automatically, all the stuff from that day forth is going to go on their
Their
stuff.
profile. Right.
Yeah. It's like
Oh,
it's
here goes
automatic
my ride.
switches. Doesn't it? Or is there more to it? And the FAA stuff, yeah, I forgot about that. The FAA stuff, it's got to come off of 107, and you can take it off your
I've
list.
done that a couple times already.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Ron,
As soon as you get rid of it from your FFA and then you refresh the browser, it's gone.
FFA, Future Farmers of America.
Yeah. I love those
Ron,
guys.
when
I
you
love
when
those
you
guys.
when you sold your Skydio 2, was there anything you had to do as far as, or the new guy just added it and did it himself, and you didn't have to do anything with your Skydio account?
I don't recall having to do anything.
Yeah, just sold him the drone and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because see, I thought that would make it a little bit more protected, but apparently Skydio doesn't give a shit. Just like somebody can come along. Oh wow! Oh well, it was this other guy last week, but it's you now. Okay.
Skydio doesn't
Hey,
care.
Bill, how's your horse trading going with this guy?
Yeah, how's that going?
Fingers crossed that I'm still going Sunday to get it and
Okay.
come back.
Okay.
But
Good
what's
luck.
crazy is it looks like now that my family is going to come up this way, and then they're all going to go an opposite direction from me while I'm driving down
Nice,
there.
Lance.
But so I can actually go. I'm going to go hang out with Curtis Dart for a little while. But the guy has pulled another space case on me. I haven't heard from him since last Friday, and here we are Wednesday, and he hasn't confirmed, because I said, okay, I can meet you next Sunday. I'm going to leave here, be down there by like 9:30 in the morning. And he's like, I haven't heard anything. I said, we need to figure out where we're going to meet. And that was it. I haven't heard jack shit since.
Now, you might be being protected.
How do you mean being protected?
Well, it might be he was trying to scam you.
Well, no, he already knows that I got a friend that's going to be down there with me. So I'm going to have Curtis meet me where I'm going to meet the guy.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So I was like, cool. And then
I
as
hope it
soon
works.
as we horse trade, we're going to take the FPV and the Mavic 3 and the Mini 3 and his ROVs and go play in the water and over the water.
Just don't fly the Mavic 3 in the water.
I'm not going to fly the Mavic 3. I don't want to
Or
fly the
open
FPV.
game.
I don't want to fly the FPV in the water either.
You don't wanna
So-
do
Well, listen, I'm going to run, Bill. Good luck. I hope that transaction still goes smooth for you on Sunday, and maybe we'll have the FPV drone on the show next week.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a new name. Something with
Yeah.
the Raptor derivative, because all my drones are Raptor something.
It can't be the Rocky drone.
No, because
Rocky
all
Raptor?
of my DJI drones, like the okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all. All right, I'm gonna just whip it out. So the Mavic 3 is the Mighty Raptor, and the Mini 3 is, of course, the Mini Raptor, and then the Air 2S is the Middle Raptor. You get where I'm going. So
Yeah.
so it's got to be. I've got to.
Velociraptor?
Hey, Bill,
Will it be
in the Jurassic
Velociraptor?
Park movie, what was that dinosaur they said was the apex predator that was bigger, stronger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Oh, yeah, what was the great
like
big
what they
monster?
call that
Gigasaurus
dinosaur?
something.
Gigasaurus, yeah.
Say it
so
again,
you're
Chuck.
gonna-
Real
like-
slow.
was like Gigasaurus or something.
With a
Yeah,
G,
something
huh?
like that.
Okay. No, they
Yeah,
just
like-
made that
How
up.
are you gonna name it? Is your FPV gonna be Velociraptor?
No, I don't. It could be. That would
Then-
actually
then
be a
I
good
Kind
name.
of growls like a
See you next week.
Velociraptor.
You're on.
Yeah, it
See
would
you
be
around.
nice.
Sorry.
So what would we call the? See, because eventually my plan is to have the Avata, so I'd have to call it something Raptor too. Anyway,
Oh, the Avata is
The
a cute little thing.
Cineraptor, you know.
It's a cute
yeah,
little drone.
Cineraptor.
Cineraptor. There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the
Angel-
startup sound. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say you're gonna love the startup sound on that original FPV drone. It's my favorite thing about it. It's turning the thing, powering it up. It's like, "Whoa."
Yes, like a loud roar.
It's the best thing.
Roar.
Sorry, Angel.
No, you're good. You're good. So, what were you about to ask, Bill?
You're making me want to go get a cup of coffee.
Hey,
Gonna-
Do you have anything new that you've come out with this week, or something that you
Yeah,
want to
well,
share?
I did the 2 videos that I put up on Facebook. I did one with I went to Lake Union early in the morning and flew, and it was great. And I went it was over 2 nights. I took footage from Seattle Center. There was no event, so I flew.
Whoa!
And then I had another on the waterfront, and I combined 2. So I have 2 videos that I just released. It's gorgeous footage. So Seattle Center and Space Needle at night, and the Lake Union in the morning with that golden hour. Beautiful stuff.
Cool, very cool. But yeah, I had heard like where
Rewind
he
it?
was posting here.
What is that?
I had heard about you had to purge it from your account.
How do you do that?
You know where you like on your controller or in the app it'll say flight management. Those are the drones that you have registered to your account.
Yes.
You just remove it. You go in and hit the drone you're selling and remove that bitch.
Yeah, on the bottom.
You're done.
If you scroll down to the bottom, it's like
So this-
unbind from account.
Via FlySafe? Going via FlySafe to do that?
No, it's in like if you want to do say if it was the Air 2S.
Sorry to ask such
or-
stupid questions. I haven't.
It's in the Fly app. You can do it.
Okay, I've never done
So
it.
you kick out. What happens is you're kicking out of the base, and then you go into I don't know. I don't want to fire something.
But
it's in
okay.
all of them.
like so it's in Go 4 as well. If you're selling like a Mavic,
I think
2.
you can even do it on your. Let me see if you log in. Let me see.
Yeah.
There you have
Yeah,
it.
those are my
So
DJI.
right there.
I got a device management.
Unbind.
And it
in
has
Go-
all your stuff.
Yeah. Now is that
And
in Go
then,
4?
yeah.
It must be in Go 4 as well because I'm talking
And
about selling a
then,
Mavic 2.
So here's like the Mini 2. I'm not going to touch mine, but here's the Mini 2 that I'm going to eventually unbind and give to my uncle. I'm like Oprah granting family members a bunch of drones. But on the, where is it? Yeah. I don't know. It allowed me to just unbind it. Like it was like boom and removed. And it was, let me see. Here's the old one.
So is this
I've
to keep
flown-
somebody from stealing your drone, kind of? Because I thought,
Yeah, kinda.
I wonder why that didn't work out
by
for
you
Gary.
removing
Think
it from your account, you're signifying that you approve the transfer.
But if Gary,
Yeah.
like Gary's drone was stolen, remember, up in Canada. So what happened with his situation? I mean, does the guy who stole the drone not get to use it?
Is it a DJI drone?
Yeah.
Well, somebody right there said, in the chat that you get 5 flight limit if you're flying an unregistered drone.
Yeah, it's bound to another account.
Yeah.
Well, I sold.
Joe was saying that earlier, saying that the one it said.
So on that 5th flight, you got to, just go for nuts,
Well, I sold my Mavic
Slide
2
into the
Zoom to a
drone.
coworker in Minnesota, and he's been flying it all summer without any problem. I didn't unbind it or anything.
Maybe it wasn't registered in your DJI account. I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering, because I don't.
Because usually,
that's
like,
the one
I'm
I
going to
bought
log
from
into
Al.
my
I bought
main
that from
account.
Al,
I'm
actually.
going to my account. I think it's even here. I can even look. Maybe not. Oh, this is
Yeah,
store,
this
store
ability for the company to change it. I mean, has really made the stealing a drone not a lot of value. It's like trying to steal an iPhone. anymore. I mean, you know,
I think it's great.
of zero value to the
yeah,
next person.
Unless it's a Skydio.
Well, it might be. Is it something that's kind of part of the Fly app as we go forward with Fly? Is that a thing? Because maybe Go Forward didn't have that same level of security.
Don't know.
That's actually very cool.
Yeah, here we go. He's saying Spinosaurus,
No
Indominus
resale
Rex,
marketing a
and
used.
Gigasaurus are all bigger. Was that not killer? How that T-Rex killed that Gigasaurus?
That was pretty badass.
That was awesome, man. He was like, all right, man, I got something for your ass. You have to log off from the Fly app where you're from the app.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
you
keep
have to
talking
remove
about
your account.
He said app. He didn't say Fly app. So
well,
Does
what
that keep
Angel
it-
was showing was the Fly app,
all right. Yeah, right. Angel showed me the Fly app, but
and it's still in Go 4, I'm pretty sure. But it could
I'll
very
have a
well
look,
be
see.
that the reason it could be something that they implemented within the Fly app.
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because when I sold my my Mavic Air, my original Mavic Air, I didn't do anything special. I just took all the stickers off it, made sure I had all my flight logs up to date on my account, and then bye. And never heard a word back. That was Go 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe the Go 4 app wasn't the same way. I have no idea.
It's probably not. I mean, Go 4. I still miss Go 4.
Oh, he's saying,
is that
okay,
weird that I miss Go 4?
Dave is saying both.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay. Man, I've never had a problem with it. Knock on wood. But
Well, that's good if there hasn't been a problem. I mean,
I still.
he haven't reached out yet. That's cool.
Hopefully
Well, I'm
he doesn't
gonna
call here in a
be
week.
in Minnesota soon. So like when I get back to Minnesota, my coworker, I'm sure he'll approach me like Chuck, and then
No, you know what happened?
Drone don't fly no more.
then we can sort it
Yeah,
out really
well,
fast. I'll be
either
right there. I
that-
can just go onto the account and change it all right, and prove it works and everything. He'll be good to go again. But he hasn't said a
Or
word.
wait a minute. Maybe we don't realize. Maybe it let him get up on that fifth flight. He was flying out so far, and suddenly it just locked up. And hit the pavement. So he's not going to tell you. He's not going to say. You'll be like, dude, how's that drone going? He's like, I crashed.
Oh.
And you'll be like, what? What happened? You go, I don't know. Something popped up on the screen about 5 flights. And the next thing I know, it hits the ground.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that would really suck.
And you'll be like, oh, damn, dude, I hate that. I wonder what
Yeah.
that 5 flight thing's with.
Yeah, that
No
flat out
clue
sucks.
here.
Yeah. Brant Ariels there is saying that you can report stolen drones to the FAA. So if somebody does try to re-register it,
And Transport
and
Canada.
the CA and the Transport Canada, they both.
That's still, I still feel for Gary, and I was thinking of Gary last weekend because I made the same mistake Gary made once, and I was like, why did I do this? I left my gear bag behind in my truck, and we went to lunch, and I was sitting there at lunch. I'm like, oh, this could be bad, and I kept thinking, God, I hope I don't end up like Gary, because it's the worst feeling. I've had that happen to me with other stuff, not drones, but I've had what Gary had happen to me with other stuff, and it's horrible.
Oh, you're
He lost all
shitting
that
me,
footage.
Angel.
The worst thing is he lost all the footage. I mean, who gives a shit about? Okay, yeah, it sucks. You lose your drone and stuff, but to lose the footage, right? I mean, like the camera, the footage,
that
the
part you
camera
won't
can be
get back.
replaced. The footage cannot be replaced.
Yeah.
So that's the bummer.
Yep. Angel, are you posting your
I just
videos right
posted
there?
too if somebody wanted to see, if anybody
Oh,
wanted
cool.
to watch. Yeah.
Oh,
this
I just
one's,
look right underneath that.
oh.
It's the same exact link.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
I was
man.
great to bring it up here.
Great minds think alike. Look at that. You yeah,
You guys are doing the same thing at the same
Yeah.
time.
same wavelength.
It's the drone damn near flew like I was out there, flew like 4 miles, just sending it up all over the place.
Okay, let me do this. I gotta fix this. Hang on. Okay.
It's a nice dolly shot. They're dangerous.
Not with the Mavic 3.
No.
Angel,
And
have
I
you
was
used
like, only one out there.
Angel, have you?
About to leave, already packing. Come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know about the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubt.
There's the Google building.
Be free.
Trains
right
are always
here.
a sign of a building's growing. Is that Rainier in the background? Looks nice. Nice.
Where is this in relation to the boathouse, the Chihuly boathouse?
To the right.
Did you use your 7x zoom to pull in on Rainier or what? Where is it? Yeah, of course you did. I didn't see it, but I knew. How could you not?
Yeah. My wife worked for Dale Chihuly on a project, photographing a project.
Sorry, Angel.
And we got a tour
I didn't
of
see this
that
video
boathouse.
before. Nice.
Yeah, that's quite a boathouse.
It's Angel's video.
Angel, I use that in Alaska, and the zoom, the 7x zoom it works really good for certain stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you? I got some good pictures though in Pacific when I was. That was really
You
clear
did.
for Rainier.
It doesn't have the detail of the 4/3, but it pulls off some pretty cool shots.
I got a couple of good verticals I haven't messed with yet.
Not vertical. That's
Polarized lens. Ooh.
So I took it from different levels.
Is the polarizer on there?
Yes, that's the water
Yeah,
doing
uh-huh.
that. Yeah.
How
Here's the
high
time
were you?
lapse
You were
coming.
400 feet here, weren't you?
I went from 70 up to 400.
Okay. Man, that's what I'm saying. Angel knows all the freaking carve-outs in the city. All the carve-outs. It may be 5 foot wide, but it's a carve-out.
So we got to show Billy this video so he can come out here.
Well, he keeps saying he's going to come out here. I don't know. He's super
Bravo.
busy doing
Yeah.
like
Bravo.
super detailed, heavy duty.
Hey, I have a Mavic 3 question.
Ooh, I
You
don't know. I
Mavic
should've
3
showed
owners,
that to
you Mavic 3 owner guys, you. Have any of you used tracking to like track a vehicle?
No, I haven't.
I have.
Because I attempted
have.
to do it. I attempted to do it last weekend in a fairly wooded area. It was like a dirt road, and I wanted to get a shot of Lori, me, and the truck driving down this dirt road in between the trees. And when I locked in on, so you draw the box around the truck or the vehicle or whatever, right? The drone's already at altitude. And then the minute I had put it on track and just fixed track, not circle or any shit like that, it ascended up and almost hit a tree branch right above me that I didn't think was going to bother going any higher to. So did I miss a setting? I think I did.
Did you? Well, no. Did was it a little shady or was there a mixed lighting?
I tried it several times. It kept doing the same thing. Every time I had it in a wide open space, and the minute I locked in on the truck, it was okay. When I hit the go button, brrr, up it goes to like whatever that height was. There must be a minimum height. I want to know if I could change that minimum height because I didn't need the drone to be that high.
When I was watching a couple people do the active track videos on YouTube, it seemed
Yeah.
like
Is there a setting I'm
wasn't
missing? Because there are a
happy.
lot of settings I don't always see when I'm out in the field. You don't see them because you're like, because I never try this stuff when I should, like in the middle of nowhere, just like.
yeah.
So I guess I have to do that.
Well, I've tried it with boats, and sometimes it captures the boat, and sometimes it doesn't. I've tried it with cars, just like watching cars go, and sometimes it'll do it. And I think when you get the car icon on the boat icon, it's locked in. If it doesn't get that, then
Then it's,
I feel
you
like
could
as
drop
soon
it,
as you
could
get a
lose
little
it.
bit, it's gonna lose it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know we talked about Spotlight before. Spotlight is like my favorite. Yeah, you guys, you can pick on the manual thing if you want, but it's kind of hard to be driving my truck and having Lori watching the drone on the remote controller and like, you know, saying, okay, get ready to stop it if you need to, kind of thing. But yeah, the Spotlight feature is something I really, really, really dig. I've been making a lot of use of that lately, and that's having the extra hands from DJI are super awesome.
Yeah, I did that I did a night video, and I just pushed right on the button, and it literally did a nice arch around the Space Needle.
Yeah,
without even having to control it. It totally
oh hell no. Yeah, it just right. That's what it's for. And then not only that, you can go by the Space Needle, you could change altitude and the cameras go and then you get that super incredible, just ungodly cinematic sweepy shot. And
exactly.
Why would anybody not want to make use of that?
I had it in cine mode and just let it go. And I mean, I held it down for damn near like 2 minutes. And I'm watching the drone just do an arch like this. It kept it the whole way. No stutter, no nothing. So I was like, shh, amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's for, man.
Mm-hmm. What's this?
So what we got here? Lincoln Cathedral?
Yeah, Airless posted it. Oh, Mini 3.
The Mini 3 is one hell of a capable little drone.
Ooh.
And nobody gets nervous when you fly Mini 3.
This makes me drill. Bill's getting a tilt shift in him. Oh, can you imagine the tilt shift of this? Oh man,
that 30 frames.
This is very good.
Feels like 30 frames.
Yeah.
Do you prefer 24?
Yeah.
You get more.
I like that soft,
smoother movement.
I like that stuttery, filmy feel.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, maybe
30.
Andrew. Sorry, I just saw your comment. I don't know when it's been on there, but maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's 4K at 30.
Yeah,
but I can't stream it at 720.
No,
the textures are awesome though. It's very Hogwarts-ish, you know?
Yeah, it's very Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very Harry Potter.
It's very cool. They're
It's very Harry.
I'm looking forward to taking Mini 3 Pro with me over to England and getting some pretty epic shots. That's my goal. If the weather.
You want to show everybody your plug, Chuck?
I don't have any plugs, do I?
Yeah. You don't have any plugs that you were showing Bob before we went live? Yeah, Hogwarts.
Where is this Airless mean?
I don't know what he's talking about. Do you know?
Okay, remember the UK plugs that you had that you could plug into the wall?
Your AC adapters.
These things. Sorry, you said I thought channel plug, not electrical plug. Sorry.
Thank you, Rocky.
Jesus. Yeah, I have 4 of them. That's enough. 4 of them with 3 outlets each. That's
here
12
go,
things
Chuck.
I can plug in.
This is what worked in Italy. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that style. This is UK. This is UK.
And then I've got 3 USBs on this side and an AC on both sides of the.
Okay. So this one has 2 5-amp USBs on it, and then 3 standard, 2-prong plus ground for US.
The only problem with this is you need to check to make sure.
Got to be 110 220. 110 220. If you're because everything over there, UK and in Europe is 220. So just make sure you look at your power brick and be sure that it says.
If it's not,
if it's
220 in, then
the smoke's coming out, and you can't put it back in.
Burning it up.
Yep. You can never put the smoke back in. Once the magic smoke is out, game over. And all the FPV guys know that. So
and I don't somewhere here a step down one for plugging in when I had to have 110.
Yeah. They're spendier and bulkier though. The nice thing is I have 4 of these things.
Chuck, you see the message?
What?
There's a message on the roof?
Yeah, I have
the
it.
screen.
I have it. In fact, this is year number 3 for me, so I just have to pay my 9 British pounds, print off new labels for the drones. So yeah, it's all planned to do. But thank you. Yeah, thank you. Because like I don't want to. We were in Scotland a year ago. I was all legit there. I'll be legit again. And Mini 3 is going to be, Mini 3 Pro is going to serve me well
Yes.
over there. When I'm
You're
in the middle of nowhere, though,
Mark, it's not 240. I'm sorry.
in the middle of nowhere, Mavic 3 is going up. There's nobody around but frickin' rocks and stuff. Mavic 3 is going up. So sorry. Sorry, UK. But yeah, it's like LGC's judgment. That's a really cool shot.
He said it's not 220, it's 240.
Yes.
Well,
I just said thanks, Mark. Yeah.
110, 120, 210, 240.
Yeah, we got it all.
240. Who cares? 277, 265. It's the same shit. Doesn't matter.
An electrician will.
Yeah, that's why I'm mechanical, not electricals. I don't care about those little details. As long as the smoke doesn't come out, I'm good.
Yes. Yes.
MOCP and MCA and LRA and RLA and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Very nice video.
It's very, yeah, I'm sorry I talked through it. It's really good footage and the grading's nice too.
Oh, now
I would clap, but I got batteries in my hands.
You're warming them up?
No, these are dead. I'm just waiting to put them in the bin downstairs.
I have a battery in my hand too.
How old is that cathedral? Like, are there details in the description of the video or anything like that?
Yeah.
This is an opportunity.
Video up and YouTube.
No, I've already closed it off.
Okay, no, it's an opportunity. I mean, like when you
he posted the link earlier. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The link.
No. I'm saying that it's an opportunity because it's great footage, and if you add a little bit of narration and titles and stuff, and say what's going on and tell people what it is, that's really cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad that somebody tagged on this.
1072. So this is what he has in the description.
Old.
Lincoln
Holy
Cathedral, Lincoln Minster, or the Cathedral Church of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Lincoln.
Okay, very cool.
And sometimes St. Mary's Cathedral in Lincoln, England, is a Grade 1 listed cathedral and is the seat of the Anglican Bishop of Lincoln. Construction commenced in 1072 and continued in several phases throughout the High Middle Ages. Like
Isn't that
many of the
incredible?
medieval cathedrals of England, it was built in the early Gothic style.
Christ.
Yeah, so he has more to click on the link. That's amazing.
Yeah, okay, now that's what I was getting at, because the stuff over there, stuff in Europe and in the UK and everything is like centuries old. It is so freaking cool. I mean, like,
and he mentioned earlier in the chat that there were spires until they were burnt by fire.
Burned, right?
And you can read the chat when somebody else talks all the time.
I never read the chat.
Yeah. What are you
Truly
saying,
burned.
Bill?
The burn was deserved. No, the burn was deserved.
Yeah.
What burn? Did I burn?
No, it is interesting
like-
to see buildings that are thousands of years old.
No, Chuck.
You know,
the thing that made it funnier was when I said. The thing that made it funnier was when I said, when someone else talks, you can read the chat. And Chuck says, I never read the chat.
Because I know I'm bad. I realize.
No,
See, that's why I said I feel the burn.
It was
seeing buildings that are thousands of years old like that, we had a new casino opened up after we moved into this house. We had been in this house for 5 years, and that casino and hotel are now in rubbles. They blew it up and knocked it down just because they're going to do something else with that property. But I mean, we keep buildings up for 20 years here in Las Vegas and then blow them up and build new ones.
I know Las Vegas is the complete opposite of Europe. It's like the turnover.
It's fascinating.
I just see it getting worse.
Hey,
It's going to be like Sim City. You're going to see stuff going.
What was the Bob? The building out in front of City Center was like the Harmon Building or something. Hardin Building.
Yeah,
and it didn't meet seismic code, so they had to take it down. It took them like 5 years to figure out how to implode that thing and not ruin everything around it.
They never imploded it; they disassembled it.
Because I remember we went to Aria a bunch of times, and I hate myself because I could have gotten like time lapse pictures over a bunch of visits and just like had to go bloop bloop bloop.
The sad thing is though, is I'm afraid they're going to say, "Okay, We're going to save 1,000-year-old church that everyone can visit. It's going to be the only one. All the new ones are going to be
that's so
rebuilt to
sad.
fire code and everything. And then they're going to be like, here's one Greek ruin that you can visit. And then they're just going to build everything everywhere else. I mean, I feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with Susan. That's super sad that all that stuff was destroyed. But that's just we as humans are just,
stupid.
Mm-hmm. Knocking over statues and stuff because we don't believe that we think they're inappropriate now, but it's a piece of history that should stand.
They may have been.
It's a reminder.
Then,
it's a reminder of stupidness that we've done in the past. That's why they should stay. Got to be reminded of our stupidity so that history doesn't repeat itself.
I like Uncle Bill saying you can't get it. We couldn't get insurance on that building. It wouldn't.
Oh, he's right.
Insurance codes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like Notre Dame just burned down, and the rebuild of Notre Dame in Paris is just an architectural wonder.
Really?
It's they've done an amazing job. I've watched a documentary on the rebuild of Notre Dame. Trying to rebuild these.
That is cool.
1,000-year-old buildings.
That was a crying shame when that happened too.
Yeah.
And on a side note, I got to go to Orlando next week for a conference.
Hopefully,
if it's still there.
If it's still there.
Wow. I mean,
I think it might be postponed, Angel.
No, it's on so far. It's on so far. But
just because nobody has power to say otherwise.
if we end up going, then I'm gonna bring the Mini 3 with me. I'm not gonna bring the Mavic 3 because and we're in an area that's legit for flying because I know Disney has a big TFR.
They do. It's a big NFZ around. Yeah, the whole Disney thing is a no-no.
Where the hotel is, we're in the clear, and my brother lives there, so I'm excited to kind of get it up in a different terrain.
Don't forget your 9-foot selfie stick, and you can still get drone-like shots with like a Pocket 2 on a 9-foot selfie stick. Walk around smoothly. Get on your skateboard and go around.
Yeah.
So,
so
there are ways.
Do you have a 9-foot? Is that
I have a
you
9-foot
have a
selfie
9-foot
stick,
selfie stick?
I use it with the 360 camera. People, you should see the funny looks I get when I'm out in the field with that thing.
Jeez.
Comments.
Are they afraid? I know Orlando's being soaked
stuff.
right now.
Yeah.
I was my brother evacuated on Saturday, and he went up to Georgia, and of course it's going up in that direction. So so we'll see what's going on there.
He's got to stay ahead of it.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of nuts because I was watching some of the footage, and it's like my ex-father-in-law had used to do a timeshare in Captiva, Sanibel Island, and you're looking at footage, and it's like underwater. You're like, oh my God, or all the stuff.
Yeah, I saw cars floating down the street.
Cars floating, dumpsters floating down.
Just tumbling down the street.
What was the storm surge? It was like 20 feet or something horrible like that?
I think they said in some areas they got up to 12.
Yeah, they said it could go up to 18, but
18 up to 18. That's
a lot of water.
Is what they're saying, but
I enjoyed, like, Jim Cantori almost got taken out by a tree. There's there was all the footage of the media people going out trying to go in the weather.
Well, it was it hit. Was it Cat 5 or 4 when it actually made landfall?
It was Category 4. It was 2 miles away from Category 5.
It was a high level 4. Yeah, that's super destructive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course, the sad thing is that all the people are under curfew, so they can't really see what's going on until the morning anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll have this.
But you don't really want to go outside when.
Yeah.
That's got to be. We stayed in a place in the Caribbean, and the owner of it, she had to rebuild this cottage thing that we'd stayed in. She was telling us how she went through Hurricane Marilyn in this structure, and how she was in the bathtub with a mattress over her head for like 12 hours. And she said it felt like 12 days.
I'm sure.
The roof came off and everything. I mean, I just can't imagine. I've gone through tropical storms. Well, tropical storm. I shouldn't say tropical storms, plural. I went through 2 of them. One in Disney World, ironically. And then the other one was in the Caribbean. That was an all-nighter. That was We had lots of rum though, so I wasn't too upset. I was mostly hammered on purpose.
Growing up in New Orleans, clearly we've got to go through some of these hurricanes, so it's a lot of
that. Yeah, Andrew,
fun.
they chase one another. It's like it seems like once one clears a path, they like draft like NASCAR. They come in behind.
That's
well,
what
we
they
had a
call
very
it,
It's
quiet
some meteorological.
That's what they call it,
we had a
hurricane
very
season.
quiet season.
Well, no, they get
till-
thrown off. They get
Yeah,
thrown off
September.
Africa, right? They come off of Cape Verde or whatever, and it's like somebody like throwing tennis balls or something or baseballs.
Because
And
we're
which way they're going to
switching the
curve, you
seasons.
never know.
The whole jet stream is changing
Yeah, the
right
jet
now.
Yeah,
stream
but the
We
jet
changes.
stream's
switched
what
over
steers
to
them.
what is it, El Nino for the winter. So that's what it's the cooler air coming down that switches the whole pattern. And we've been stuck in this same El Nino pattern for like 3 years.
I think
and
we've
they're
been in
saying
La Nina. La Nina.
La
Okay.
Nina
Okay.
is
Yeah.
Okay, so but
they usually
I
give
don't-
us more snow. We didn't get that much snow here in the middle of New York State. That's weird. Usually La Nina buries us.
But anyway,
we're
we've
in
been
La
stuck in it for a
Nina.
while.
Yeah, we've been stuck in it for like 3 years, and so we have been getting on the West Coast these catastrophic rains in certain areas, and I guess El Nino would push the rain closer towards Northern California, but we've been getting it up here.
Were you guys super dry early summer in Seattle?
No, we were soaked. We were
You were
soaked.
soaked.
We
early.
had, but
Okay.
yeah, but for like up until today, we hadn't had any rain.
Right,
we had a
right, we haven't
soaking
had-
rain
yeah.
today.
Yeah,
we had a
good
soaking
today.
rain today.
Interesting, because I thought you guys aren't that far from the lower bits of Alaska, really, right?
No,
I mean,
not really. I'm only 65
latitude-wise,
miles from Canada.
Yeah, so like where Lori and I were in Alaska, they were saying how like May, June, and July were just so dry. They had
Well, they were
Yeah,
dry
zero
there,
flush
but
front.
we were getting killed here with rain.
and then the rains came, like they've never seen before. And we when we went on our bear expedition, it was like the streams were all like swollen and stuff. We almost got swept away a handful of times trying to ford across streams and in hip waders. I mean, that was wild. But,
All right, Chuck, what do you have coming up this week? Because I'm getting ready to wind things up. I got to give Eric.
I'm working
Well, I've
on
got to
stuff.
do
I don't know if
something.
it's gonna be ready or not. I'm working on.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to do that.
You're good.
I've got to do. I've got chores to do.
No, I'm
good,
working on videos. I don't know if I'm gonna have one ready. Like it'll be Chuck approved in time for the weekend, but I'm working on it. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
There's
I'm
more
hoping.
Alaska.
I don't know for sure. We'll see, but I'm hoping that I will visit both Curtis this weekend and trade the Skydio. It's just, the
Jesus,
Skydio
Leonard,
was
I bet.
the Skydio was a mistake to begin with. There was just
It's a cool drone. I mean,
it's
the
a
stuff I
gimmick
was.
drone for me.
No,
It's just-
no. The stuff.
It doesn't have a flat profile. It needs a flat profile. That's the problem.
Well, yeah. Okay. Not gonna argue there, but for what I was trying to do with the Mavic 3 this past weekend, Skydio 2 would have done it, and it just would have done it.
Right, but the thing about it is it's just that GoPro influence color
Yeah,
profile is too much. You
can
can't
you-
sit on it to do anything with it. Like you really need something. You need something like really as powerful as like you know how Lightroom's tools are to actually pull color. Like you can.
That's what I'm
actually
saying.
hit- you can
DaVinci
hit-
with DaVinci, you could sort it out a little bit. You can't.
It's
fix
just
it,
too much
but you
work, though. You know, I'm like with a Mavic or something like that. You can throw it in a couple
Oh,
little
it's so
sliders here and
flat.
there, and you're good to
D-Log.
go. And then,
D-Log is flat.
but then when you throw in the damn Skydio footage, and it's just everything is just so saturated.
Very
Even in-
saturated GoPro, yeah.
Even an old hippie like me, you know, I love saturation, but it
Like
gets
Batman.
old after a while.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Angel,
So-
are you using the D-Log? There's a LUT from DJI. DJI has a Mavic 3 LUT.
I've used that Lux, and
Yeah.
then I ended
Just
up
that
just
one.
with the Freewell. Well, because I think the problem I use the auto everything.
Okay, but now are you doing D-Log now?
No, I haven't done D-Log in a
Really?
while. I tried it, and I think the only problem is with the colors are coming out really nice with auto. That
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's
I don't
nice.
want to mess
Oh,
with
that's
it because
that's very nice right there, actually.
yeah, Bill, your one photo looks like a toy model. It looks really good.
But I love
the
love
tilt
love
shift.
love Rainier in the background. That's awesome.
That's a Mini 3 bracket.
It's impressive, man. That's really nice.
That's a Mini 3 bracket.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It looked like
And that's
Mr.
taken
Rogers'
from-
Neighborhood, but super
That's
cool.
literally that's where I did the tilt shift. I just turned it around the other way and
Uh-huh.
shot the other little neighborhood over there. And that's my son's backyard, Angel. I told you that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it was
The
funny.
reason-
We probably drove by you on the way to Crystal Mountain the other day. You were there on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Angel,
Yeah,
try
yeah.
D-Log again. Try D-Log. Download if you haven't used it.
I have it. I already have it.
apply
I have
apply
it.
apply the LUT first. Apply DJI's LUT for Mavic 3 first, and then do your S curve, and then
Okay.
then do your gains and pull up your darks or pull down your darks, bring up your brights, and
Yeah.
then saturate. And
Well,
see
I
what
want
you
to do a
get.
boring. We haven't done one of those in forever. I want to do a boring editing episode.
Yeah, do it. It's cool. Do it.
Well,
It's not
I mean,
hard. It's not hard. You know when it's hard when you have like 5 million clips in a vlog video
Yeah.
from 7 different cameras. Then it
Yes,
sucks.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Not saying that I've ever done that like all the time.
Bob, do you have anything Bob, do you have anything coming out this week?
Well, no, I have to tell you, I've been consumed. My wife is hosting an event besides, she's going into her second chemo infusion here, but on Saturday, she's the honcho of an event with about 150 women at using a Park District
Nice.
facility. And I've been doing posters and backdrops and graphics for that. And I'm going to live stream it from the venue to 2 or 3 other locations. So I'm kind of working on getting that all set up. And then I had to finish that this week. I finished editing this video for the police department, just a little show off of their new training facility. So, and it was, like I said, last week, probably, it was really a thrill. And then I'm also still promoting the cruise. We're October 10th is our cutoff for the non-refund or the totally refundable deposits. After October 10th, we can still take people, but your deposit would not be totally refundable. About 70% refundable or
So
something.
here's an update on Florida. You can see they're saying that there's not any rain, but a lot of wind. Maddie's confirming yes, the same thing. And they still have power, I'm assuming. So that's a good thing.
It's the coast that was getting pummeled. Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Okay, and if y'all did see, I'm going to go over and be on with Brant Arrows for the hour before the hour before.
Yay!
And hang out over there for a little while with those guys tomorrow.
That's a fun. Fun show. Fun show.
A lot of fun. I did that show, and
Lori
I
and
had a great time with Jim Beauchart, and
Lori and I had a blast.
You should ask Jim to do a video clip for drone therapy. He did one for Old Farts with Drones, and it was hilarious, So I keep it loaded if there's a dull spot.
He did one for Lori and me for the hour before the hour before. It was hilarious.
Oh,
I prefer blondes or something. It was hilarious.
Yes, he's very mild to talk to, and he's not as the same.
So Gary
humor is not shy.
So Gary's the scary one. Is that what you're telling me?
No, they're both sweethearts.
You gotta watch out for the quiet ones like Jim.
Jim is quiet.
Y'all were making me really nervous. I'm like, wait a minute, the guy's channel I'm going on, you're not worried about.
No, Jim's really chill. He's just really super chill.
Yes. Yeah. He's when he's Uncle Medium, it's a total different thing.
Then the horns come up.
Uncle Medium, extra medium, or
Uncle
whatever
extra
that
medium.
is.
Uncle extra medium.
Extra medium, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Those little clips.
See you all.
Cool. Yep. Okay. Everybody's like, okay, we're ready, Bill. Can you get over here to the stuff and tell everybody goodbye? So Chuck, are you going to be available next week? No? Yes? Maybe?
Think so.
Bob, you're going to be still busy or available?
Oh, it
Okay,
should be
so
available.
let's just we'll do a boring editing video since Angel, you're going to be out of town, right? Well, maybe.
No, I'm here. I'm here Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
I
Anyway,
leave Thursday.
Boring
I
editing
leave
video.
Thursday night.
Well, you know how it
That's
goes.
really good marketing right there. Come on.
Well,
man.
I'm more concerned about people learning shit and having a way to go back and look at it and learn shit than them, because you know how boring sometimes an editing video can be. You can try to watch it from the chat, but then when nobody's talking to you and they're like, well, dude, how did you get the colors to pop like that? And you're going, well, I moved this slider here, and then I'll go down here, and I'm going to go to the dehaze line, and I'm going to move it, and you know how it goes. You're kind of like,
so which
I'll tell you what I would do.
Which software are we showing?
Well, here's a potential idea. What if each of us were to give a quick?
We've tried that before, and everybody's like,
works.
Rocky goes crazy. Rocky goes crazy.
It's going to be really bad.
Because what'll happen is somebody will be doing a software that someone else is interested in, and then they'll get a third of the way into their quick explanation, and questions occur.
Yeah,
so they're like,
then
okay, well, how do you do
out of
that?
the wheelhouse?
Yeah, and then you spend 45 minutes talking about that software, and then you go on to the next quickie software tip.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but so yeah. See,
Ken Dono did a really good video on color correction a couple of years ago. He went through a quick process. I mean, that's what we but
the thing about it is during it's kind of difficult during a live show. If you do like a recorded video where you've got everything planned out and you don't have to
you could go
interact with the other people and the chat, you know, there's too many Rocky moments available, and we all know how he loves to take over. Is okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody that's still here confused about who the hell Rocky is?
Yo, Adrian.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not that.
Well, I was just looking over here.
Punch squirrel.
Because I was going to say, I'm hooked on this new person I found on YouTube, a young girl who is doing Final Cut Pro tutorials, and I'm finding her stuff is just phenomenal. And I've been working in Final Cut for almost 20 years.
So it's all selfie vlogging with her in a bikini or something. She's doing all the color correction. That's why it's so good.
She really understands and gets deeper into other subjects, you know. So good teacher, right? And does it quick and yeah, you know, good stuff.
I can give you like a 30-second snippet of mine, because literally it's like fly the drone slow and mess with it in post.
Pretty
done.
much, yeah.
Done.
Yeah, no, you're using some good tricks. I'm
trying to play with. I mean,
yeah.
So the two flights. So I took 2 batteries out for that video we watched, right?
Well,
and
okay.
I flew damn near 4 miles.
What about a long exposure show? Creating long exposure photography or something.
I've not done long exposure with the Mavic 3.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I would be interested in that. You know, I would interested in
cool.
getting
I'd like to see that too.
The foggy waters or the waterfall.
The long exposure with a drone that would be cool, because I mean I do that with a still
maybe
camera.
we could get Lance to come on and do the light painting.
Lance does this light painting thing. I would love to learn how to do that.
It's a long exposure thing also. It's another
long exposure on a camera, and
well, what he's doing is he's setting the drone. He's setting up his camera, setting it for what I'm assuming like 4 minutes, I guess, to make an orbit, and it's literally he's got a.
We can do waypoints, right? You do that with waypoints too.
He's doing an orbit on something, and then like the White House, he's literally got the light on the drone. And then the camera is just literally following it all the way around, and it's painting that loop. Just like you would do light painting with a regular camera, that's what he did with the drone. You can actually, like people, I know people that write stuff with their drones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how the hell you would do
waypoints.
that.
Must use waypoints to like write in cursive or something.
Write the letters out, you know.
Yeah.
But okay, so we'll just call it long exposure. What does that sound like? Is that cool?
That sounds cool. I'm always down to learn.
That's the spirit.
But then we'll put we'll do a little bit more brainstorming about how to pull off the editing show. because I would
Okay.
like to learn more about Final Cut. I know that Angel uses Final Cut. I know that Bob uses Final Cut, but I know that Chuck uses DaVinci, which I would also like to learn. So, you know, I'm like, and now Bob has got me all wet in the drawers about this new teacher for Final Cut Pro, which I'm going to be lighting up his messenger after I get done with
Oh
my
yeah,
chores.
no, I was
though-
just looking for her name here.
So-
Hold on.
But Final Cut Pro is limited to iOS, right? I mean, it's a Mac
Yes,
software.
yeah.
Okay, because
It's
like
Mac software.
DaVinci and Premiere Pro can both be used on either platforms, Mac or
Yes,
Windows.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's
The
the
thing that kills me about Premiere is how they just jam us with that freaking subscription.
you don't need Premiere. DaVinci's fine.
Yeah, DaVinci's used by the movie industry more, I would say.
Well, the color, if you really get into DaVinci, and I have not gotten into DaVinci like I can or should, the color correction capabilities DaVinci are like second to none, flat out. But you don't need it though for what we're
All right,
doing. we don't need it.
I've run over almost 30 minutes, and I
Yeah.
can tell I'm in trouble.
I gotta
I
walk
I
my
need to do my
dogs, too.
chores. I need to do
Shoot.
my
I gotta walk
chores.
dogs and
So
everything.
let me get this over here. Okay, so
Bob.
Chuck, I will let Chuck's going to say his outro.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me on. Watch more Covaction. More videos coming from Alaska and maybe Lake Placid and stuff. And catch you guys next time.
And Bob. Still.
Thank you all. Having a great time. Okay. I'll be available a lot more next week. Okay.
We're going for the long exposure. I need to
Long
do some.
exposure.
Angel.
Yeah, well, we're having a blast. Hoping that Bill and the other guys up here in Seattle come down and fly with me either in the day or the night. And yeah, I'm going to be going to Orlando, so hoping to get a little footage while I'm down there, and have a great rest of your week.
Oh, and speaking of Florida, you guys be careful down there, man. Like, you know, stay safe.
Yes.
Hunker down.
Yes. I was like, where are you going with this?
Drink more booze.
All right, so that's what maybe I should have. Maybe we should make a thumbnail with like a guy unzipping his fly and then have just the word long exposure coming out of the fly.
Oh God. Whatever. Be creative. I know you will be, Bill. And you've got.
Well, no. What do you think, Bob? You said I see. No, Bob is teaching me how to make better thumbnails, and he said you need
That's an art
one-
form.
one-
Yeah, that's.
You need one strong, distinct message. So
I would love for somebody who's an expert on.
I could even
thumbnails
make
to-
it broader at the tip. You know, I could make it be really slender at
Super.
the shaft and then get bigger.
Super.
Long exposure.
Bill,
Or I
talking
could just
talking about thumbnails though, that's a very good point. I mean, we're all working to make our YouTube stuff get more exposure.
That's another
Long-
show.
That's another show. Yeah, talk
Yeah.
about.
There you
like,
go.
I mean,
Okay,
thumbnails
so
are tricky.
how about how about this? How about just I like how I did what I did with the C2 CD and the drone therapy, and I put them over there in the corner. I thought that was cool. But all I would put is literally the word long exposure across the screen with the time at the bottom and a shadow coming across the long exposure. What do you think
I
of that?
like it. I like it. I like it.
We'll
Oh,
see how it
shit.
comes out. Bob's
Let's see how it
Bob's still
looks.
trying to
That
find
should
that
be good.
girl.
Yeah, I
Bob's-
am. I'm looking.
He's trying to decide if he wants to share her or not.
No, I would definitely
wanna
will share
share
her
her.
as soon as I identify her.
Ah, very cool.
It's,
Maybe she was. Maybe she wasn't.
JJ. Both her first name and her last name starts with the letter J. So I'm.
Okay, I have that problem also sometimes.
I
So maybe
I
she-
will find it. You
It
know.
wasn't quite as memorable.
Yes. Yes, but her lessons in Final Cut are really quick and simple, and like in 5 minutes she'll tell you 15 great steps to take to do this and this and this.
That's really cool.
It's she's very, very good at it.
You know what? There are several creators out there in the YouTube sphere, for all the video editing platforms that are really good like that, and they'll show you just individual things. You can Google search, we can search them, and you'll find like how to do anything you're thinking of doing editing.
There it is. Jen Jagger.
Jen Jagger.
JENNJAGER Pro Tutorials. That's
Pop that
the
in
name
the
of
chat,
her
dude.
channel.
So that Jaeger, is that what you said?
Pop it in the
J-A-
chat. Grab the linky and drop it in the chat.
Hold on, I'll do it.
He's gonna do it. I'll do it. It makes me think of Stripes. Remember?
Or is it Jen Jagger?
You're lean, mean
It's mixed,
fighting machine.
baby, go.
I just had a Stripes flashback. That's all.
Here's how to build your own transitions. I'll send you that one here. Hang on here.
Yeah.
Share. Copy link. And chat. There she is. Okay.
Cool.
Yes. But
On Facebook.
all right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
oh, this is another good keyframing. If you don't know,
Ooh, gotta know keyframing is good stuff.
she does a great tutorial on keyframing. You know, that's you know, it's a skill that I had to do. I did multiple videos for a casino here that we had.
I'm not getting that for some reason. That's really weird.
Keyframing and tracking and adding titles
What
and
is
stuff
this?
is a really cool
I'm
trick.
getting
so
something
keyframing's
from the
awesome.
ground school. I'm not getting.
Oh, hang on. I think I didn't. Let's try this. Sorry.
I think I know
No,
what
it
you're
keeps
talking
coming up
about
with a
right here.
Facebook watch.
What?
Here.
What
Is this the one?
what?
Jen Jager Pro Tutorials? And
Yep.
she has a lot of
That's
Final
where
Cut Pro
I.
videos. Okay,
Yeah.
so I
That's where
just
I'm going
posted it
to.
in the chat.
Yes. Why is this not? I'm interested why I'm pasting from one window into this window and it's coming up with something different. There it is.
Yeah.
There it
Oh, I
is.
got it.
Bill. There it is, Bill.
All right. Cool.
The YouTube link, not the Facebook. Yeah, Jen Jager, you got her, Angel. I just found that she wasn't hard to look at. I mean, but I wasn't, that wasn't my.
Well, she has that in her corner for sure. Yep. And she seems
She
bubbly. You can see her clips without audio. She's nice and bubbly and personable.
But
and
she knew her stuff
cool.
better than me, and of course I find that editing video, I've been, like I said, doing it for about 20 years. You get in a habit of something and you continue and you don't learn new stuff.
Yeah, you
And
get in a rut.
it was refreshing for me to say, oh, you can do that. Oh, you can do that.
Bill's gotta go. Bill's gotta go.
Bill's gotta go. Bill's gotta go.
Hi, Bill.
He's gotta go.
Now my dogs are ready to go too.
But so, with that finally being said, please be sure to be with us next week.
Sorry about that.
Live long and prosper. We will see
Bye.
you next week.
Peace out.